Today we are going to be continuing our Panther rebuild entering season 4 after we finished our third season with an 11-6 record in our first division title. Now if you didn't see the last season for this rebuild, I'll leave a link to that video at the top of the screen now. You guys can go check that out. But if you are still here and you don't care to go check out the last part before I get into this, I did franchise tag Bryce Young at the end of the last video. If you saw that, we were unable to come to terms on a contract, even though I went through a lot of effort trying to free up cap space. I ultimately had to place the franchise tag on him. So we got Bryce Young under the franchise tag, and now I have 10.2 million in cap space. Although I think that's for this past season. I'm not sure. Let me look at this. All these players that we need to re-sign. I'm not sure. I'll go through this list real quick. I mean, all of them kind of have kind of low interest in re-signing anyway, so I'm not sure if I'll even be able to keep any of them. Really, the main players here that I want to try to keep would be our left guard, and I mean, Jonathan Brooks would be a good player to keep, but ultimately we still have Chuba Hubbard, and I don't think that I'm gonna have the cap space I need to re-sign either one of these guys. But let me try to mess around. I'm at least going to try to keep our left guard. So let me throw him a contract offer and see if he's willing to take it. And if not, we'll just get right into free agency and I'll start signing some players, bringing in some new players with the cap space that I have. Yeah, so he is going to require way too much money. I mean, 8.7 million salary. This is just a suggested contract. It says custom offer because I scrolled over like once or twice, but I went right back to it. But yeah, no, I mean, he's 31 years old. He wants 8.7 million, 7.9 million bonus. I mean, that's just the custom offer, and then like the player friendly. Yeah, this is the neutral offer. The player friendly offer would be 10 million. Like either way, I mean, look at the cap space either way. Even with the neutral offer, we're still in the negative. So we definitely can't afford to keep this guy. Unfortunate that we're gonna have to see these guys go, but it could be a lot worse. We still do have a very good team. Kenny Clark's going to go, unfortunately, trade piece that we picked up last year. But he was good for us while we had him, so that's really all we could ask for. But yeah, no, all these guys are unfortunately going to have to go. We don't have the cap space to continue to pay them, so let's just head into next week. I'm pretty sure once I sim to next week, and all these salaries are gone, all these players are gone from the team. Actually, I mean, I'm not even sure how it works, but I think once I get into next week, I do end up with a little bit more cap space. So hopefully we have enough cap space to at least sign somebody to replace our left guard. Jonathan Brooks is not a big deal because we still have Chuba Hubbard, but I think we at least need to get a left guard because we can't have a hole on our offensive line. But let's just go into next week. Hopefully we get a little bit more cap space to work with and see who we can sign. All right, so our cap space went up a little bit, 12 million. Let's take a look at this free agent class. Hopefully we have somebody. Best overall is an 87, so not really too much. Let's see. Hopefully we can pick up like a decent left guard. I mean, this guy's 77 overall. We probably have enough cap space to sign him. Let me take a look at our roster and see who our current left guard is after Damian Lewis's departure. All right, so our current left guard is an auto-generated rookie who's a 72 overall. Our right tackle's actually gone too, so we need a right tackle even more, honestly. So I might keep this guy at left guard. I think the tackle's probably going to be the more important position to fill. So let me take a look at right tackle and see if there's any good right tackles available that we can pick up. Hopefully there is. 81 overall, but I mean, none of these guys have any interest in signing with us, which kind of sucks because going to be hard to get them to accept our offer over other ones. But let me put in some offers here, and we'll try to bring in one of these guys. All right, I submitted a pretty solid offer. We have a better offer over the Patriots. There's currently only 2 offers on the board for him. So I'm going to evaluate these offers and take this 50-50 chance. Hopefully he signs with us. I mean, it might be more like 60-40 because our offer's a little stronger. We just got to hope that he doesn't have as much interest in going to the Patriots. All right, nice. We got him, so we filled our right tackle spot. I did have to restructure J.C. Horn's contract to free up enough cap space to do that. But we got our right tackle locked down. I signed him. I think I did 5 years on his contract, so we got him locked down for a long time, which is nice. We have 7.78 million in cap space left. Let me see if there's anybody else I can sign. If not, I'll probably just go into the season. I'll take a quick look at our roster, see if there's any other holes. But I think we're going to have to just go into our season with our left guard at 72 overall or whatever he was. Um, but I'll take a quick look at the roster and I'll see if there's anybody else that I can sign to fill those last couple of spots. All right, so unfortunately, with only 7.78 million left in a cap space for this season, we're definitely not going to be able to sign any more free agents. And we are going to have to fill out the rest of our roster. We still have 12 more roster spots to fill, so I'm going to have to um, sign a couple of just cheap free agents once the season starts. I mean, injuries are off, so I could carry less than 53 players theoretically, but probably won't do that. But anyways, I'll sim into the next season, the rest of free agency and the draft, and hopefully our team looks pretty decent. I think it's all right now. But let's just head into the next season. All right, so this is what the roster is looking like as we head into season number 4. Our offensive line is looking pretty weak, I'm not going to lie, especially the interior there on the left side. Um, our center, I don't know what happened. He must have got like auto cut or something because I came back to the roster and our center was this 67 overall rookie that we just drafted. So I was like, okay, definitely can't go into the season with that. So I signed the best available free agent. He was only like 1.8 million or something for the contract. So I signed him 72 overall. Not too bad. Considering that we've gone kind of all out over the past couple of seasons, we were bound to have a year where we had to, sign some lower overall players to try to fill gaps. But overall, I think our offense is still looking pretty solid. We still have our superstar X Factor tight end. We still have Tet McMillan, who's up to an 87. Garrett Wilson's up to a 91. Bryce Young's up to an 88. And then we still have Chuba Hubbard up to an 87. And I'd signed David Montgomery as well from the free agent class to give us a replacement for Jonathan Brooks. So he is there as our running back too. And then as far as our defense goes, pretty much the same as last year. I think we're down our D tackle too. I think we had a different guy here last year. I don't really remember. And then we brought Patrick Queen back, obviously, to be our Mike linebacker. But I think other than that, we pretty much have the same roster. So I'm pretty good with this. I mean, kicker punter, we just I just signed a couple of free agents. Brandon Aubrey was available, who is pretty insane for him to be available. And then our long snapper is really bad, but I don't really know. You can't really sign long snappers, so that kind of just is what it is. You go to free agents and look at long snappers, there's literally none. So it just is what it is. You kind of just have to get lucky with somebody who's good at it. I'm not going to worry too much about that. But other than that, our team is looking pretty solid. So we're going to head in to the regular season. I think we got the Broncos here in week 1. We do. So I'm going to sim through the first couple of games of the season, and we'll see how we do. I'll probably sim up to about week 3 because that's when the contract negotiation period opens, I think. So I can look at all the players that we have that we're going to be needing to re-sign, hopefully. I know Bryce Young is going to be one of them, so he's going to be the main guy that we're trying to re-sign. And then we obviously will still have the franchise tag to put on somebody during the offseason. But yeah, let's sim up to week 3 and let's see how we do. 11-6 last year. I'm not really expecting to do as good this year, but hopefully the team surprises us and goes on a little bit of a run here. Oh my God! Wow, we actually start the season 3-0. I was definitely not expecting that. I mean, this team is definitely not as good as our team was last year. But they're coming to play. I mean, they beat the Cowboys, who I think were the 1 seed last year, and then a 31-28 win over the Niners. And then we definitely beat the Broncos. Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, we got the 3 wins to start the season, 14-9 over the Broncos, and then a couple of 3-point wins over the Niners and the Cowboys. So close games, but we're pulling them out against some pretty good teams. So that's a good sign for this the upcoming season. Hopefully we can continue this. We do have some tough matchups. I mean, we got the Bengals and the Chiefs at one point. The Rams are a good team too. Chargers. So I mean, a couple of good teams coming up, but so far so good. I mean, we're winning. So that's all you can really ask for. Let's head into the contract negotiations. We do have players ready to negotiate, so let's see the damage. We'll see everybody that's on the way out. So Derek Brown, Bryce Young, Nick Scorton. These are all players we probably want to keep. See if there's anybody else. Chuba Hubbard's going too. So we're losing a lot of good players at the end of this year. Peppers is going. Robert Hunt, yeah, next year might be a rough one for us. We are losing a lot of good players. Hopefully we have cap space. I know I restructured some contracts, so hopefully we have cap space. It looks like we don't even have enough to sign Bryce Young, so that's not good. I'll probably have to restructure contracts during the off-season window, that 1 week at the end there, to get enough cap space to re-sign our players. I'm probably gonna have to use the franchise tag on Derek Brown if I had to guess. I mean, actually, I can give him a deal. I don't know if you can. I'm gonna look this up real quick. I'm gonna see if you can franchise tag the same player 2 years in a row. Because if I can do that, then I'm just gonna franchise tag Bryce Young again. I'm not gonna mess around with trying to give him a contract because QB pay is ridiculous. But I mean, if I can get Bryce Young on the franchise tag, I'm definitely Derek Brown has a high interest in re-signing. I'll definitely be able to get him back. As for everyone else, maybe not. I'm gonna have to try to pick and choose which players I want to re-sign. Honestly, as good as Chuba Hubbard is, I might have to let him go because a running back is, I mean, it's good to have a good running back, but there's also a lot of good running backs in the league. So there's definitely some guys that we can pick up on some pretty cheap contracts. Peppers is getting old, so we'll let him go. Robert Hunt's 32 years old. I mean, you still get a couple of good years out of him as an offensive lineman. But honestly, we're kind of getting to a point where we're gonna have to start bringing in some new players because a lot of our players are starting to get pretty old. So honestly, I might put Chubb Hubbard on the trade block, see if we can get some good deals for him because he is an 87 overall player, and he has very little interest in resigning, and we're not going to have the cap space to resign him anyway. And then Nick Scorton is another guy who we're probably not going to have the cap space to resign because I'm willing to bet it's going to be a lot of money. Yeah, I mean like 12 million a year. But he is young, so this is honestly I might prioritize trying to keep this guy. Um, so I think that would be the plan. I think that maybe I'll try to re-sign him and Derek Brown to anchor our defense because this is a young guy. I mean, he has basically no interest in re-signing, but hopefully I can let the money talk for me. And then Bryce Young probably just gonna have to franchise tag him again. I mean, let me look up and see if I can even do that. All right, so apparently you can tag a player up to 3 times, but the catch is that every time you do it, it gets significantly more expensive. So tagging Bryce Young is probably not going to be a good move because his tag was already expensive last year. Um, so I think what I might do is I might just try to negotiate with. I mean, it's a tough call. I'm gonna try to negotiate a contract with one of these two guys, and then put the franchise tag on the other one, and then I'll have to sign Bryce Young to a contract. I mean, it stinks. I mean, I could try. I mean, it kind of defeats the whole purpose if Bryce Young leaves, so I kind of have to keep him. At least, I mean, it doesn't defeat the whole purpose. I would just have to change the thumbnail, but I really do want to keep Bryce Young. I want to try to win the Super Bowl with him. He is increasing overall too, which is good. So, I mean, he is a guy I definitely want to keep. Um, I mean, I'll have to do a little more thinking on it, but I think the best plan will be re-sign one of these two guys to a contract, franchise tag the other one, and then work out enough cap space to be able to re-sign Bryce. The only problem is he has like very little re-sign interest, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way uh, to get him to sign with us. Um, so let me try to. I don't even know if I can free up enough. I don't even know if I can free up the cap space now. Let me see if I can do anything to free up cap space for next year, um, and then try to at least put in an offer for him so I can kind of get a gauge of where he's at. Because if I can come close with an offer now, then at least like I know what I need to offer him in order to re-sign him. Because I don't want to get to that last stage of the offseason where I only have one offer, and if he says no, he says no. Um, so let me see what I can do to try to free up a little cap space now. I definitely want to try to get this guy locked down right now so we can have him for a long, long time. All right, so after looking over the numbers here, I think I'm gonna have to trade some players away if I want to keep all those guys, which I mean, as bad as I want to keep Garrett Wilson, I mean, he does have a massive cap penalty, and I think it'll be best to get rid of him because I mean, we still have him for 3 more years, but look at the hit that he's going to have over the next couple of years from the restructure that I did for him. I think we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to trade him. So maybe I'll try to package Garrett Wilson and Chuba Hubbard in a trade and see if I can get another wide receiver in return. Um, Hopefully I can. I mean, I'm trying my best. Like I need to definitely get a wide receiver out of it because I can't go out with just Tet McMillan if I want to try to win the Super Bowl. I need to get him somebody else around him. Um, but I think, I mean, looking at these guys, like Garrett Wilson's probably the one I'm gonna have to trade because he's got the biggest cap penalty. Um, so he's really hurting the team. I mean, Micah Parsons has a big cap penalty too, but he's also a 99 overall superstar. Like I gotta keep him. So if I want to re-sign these guys, I'm gonna have to make some moves. Unfortunately, some tough decisions. And I think Garrett Wilson and Chuba Hubbard are probably the two guys that are gonna have to suffer from that. So let me see if I can cook up a trade real quick, and that'll free me up enough cap space to be able to re-sign the guys that I want to re-sign. All right. So I think I'm going to continue my strategy of living through free agency and trades and not worrying about the draft at all. And I think I want to unload draft picks to try to pick up Puka Nakua because this trade that I just submitted here was really close to being accepted. So I think if I add like a fourth rounder or something, like maybe this year's fourth rounder, I think they will take this. So let me try this and see. Still decline, just a little sliver more. All right, so if I throw in like a sixth rounder, they should take it. There we go. We just picked up Puka Nakua for the squad, and we lose Garrett Wilson, but I mean that is what it is. He had to go with the cap penalty that he had. So let me reorder our depth chart and then take a look at our cap space situation now. We should be in a good spot in order to start negotiating some contracts here. So let me reorder our depth chart and then see if I can at least put in an offer to Bryce. All right, I still need a little bit more room. So let me throw where is it? Let me throw Chuba Hubbard on the trade block and try to get rid of him. Here we go. Add him to the trade block. And then I'll simulate another week and see what kind of offers I get. But I'm definitely not going to be able to tag Bryce Young again because I saw the Google answer when I asked if I could franchise tag the same player a couple years in a row, and they said yes, but I think it's like 120% increase in price. And then by the time the third year comes around, it's so expensive that like it's not even really possible to do it. So I think I'm gonna have to tag one of these two guys, which is okay. I'm willing to do that. Probably Scorton because he has less interest in re-signing. But depending on what the price gap is, it might be more worth it to tag Derek Brown. But let me see what kind of offers I get for Chuba Hubbard. See if I might potentially have to make other moves too in order to make this happen. But I definitely want to keep Bryce long term. And once I get Bryce signed, he's signed. So I'm gonna give him I'll give him like a 5 or 6 year deal. Probably 5 year because I mean once he gets to like 32 anyway, like that's kind of up there for a quarterback. So I'll probably try to give him like a 5 year deal. But let's go another week, see what kind of offers we get. Another week down and another win. We're 4-0 on the year. Puka's helping out our offense quite a bit. He actually boosted us up to an 87 overall offense, which is huge. But we got some trade offers in, so let's take a look at these. Hopefully we get some good ones. Okay, that's an awful one. That is awful. All right, let me maybe I can just swing a trade with another team, like a manual trade. I'll sim I'll sim one more week. I'll see if I get any other offers, and if I don't get any good offers, then I will just do a manual trade and see who we can pick up. 4-1, we take a loss to the Falcons. I mean, they are the reigning Super Bowl champions, so that is a tough game. Also a division game. All right, we don't even have any trade offers. All right, so I'm gonna have to do a manual trade. So let me go in. Let me take a look at our roster. Um, Actually, let me see which players we're losing next year. Definitely, probably offensive line. I would think. I would think we're gonna lose offensive line. So let me take a look. Probably trade for offensive linemen. I'll find a team that's interested in Chuba Hubbard. I mean, yeah, we're losing our right guard. Um, our left guard is already kind of bad. Our center's already kind of bad. So we definitely need some offensive line help. So let me try to cook up a trade with Chuba Hubbard, try to get us a couple of pretty decent offensive linemen. All right, so I think this is going to be a better move. I did a little bit of thinking. Um, I think I'm going to go for young guys. So the Colts have these two auto-generated rookies. They're both 22 years old. One of them has a hidden development trait, and then the other one's a superstar. So I think this will be a better move because their cap hits are like relatively low. And they're also under contract for like 3 or 4 years, as opposed to those guys who are only under contract for another year after this year. So I think I'm going to try to go with this. Now, since they are young players with high development traits, they're definitely not going to be easy to get. Um, I already submitted this offer. I can show you. I submitted this offer already, and it's like a little over halfway of interest. So I'm going to have to definitely add maybe another player and definitely some draft picks to make this happen. But I think this is something that I might be able to work out. Um, and I think that this will be a good move for us long term because these guys are young players and their hits on the cap are going to be a lot smaller because they're rookies on rookie deals. Um, and they also have good development traits. So I think I'm going to try to make this happen. All right. So this is a trade I think I can make work. So this was pretty relatively close. I mean, this guy is on an expiring contract for me as well, and they have decent interest in bringing him in, which is good. Um, but the second round pick, yeah, definitely gonna be able to make this happen. So I'll throw in like a fourth rounder, and then this should do it. All right, perfect. There we go. So now we just traded 3 players on an expiring contract to the Colts for 2 young offensive guards with pretty good development. I mean, that guy, one of those guys still has a hidden development trait, so I don't know what it is yet. But one of them's a superstar. So they're both young guys on very, very, very cheap contracts with good development traits that are going to be on our offensive line now. So that's big for us. We're now down a couple of other players that are going to be hurting our cap space. Um, and we're not going to have to worry about getting nothing for them. We get rid of guys on expiring contracts, and we actually get something in return for them, which is great. So I'm going to reorder our depth chart, and then I'm going to take a look at our lineup. I think those guys are going to be slotted in as starters like right away. I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, I think yeah. So I think this is both of them right here. Um, so the only issue we're going to have on our offensive line next year is going to be center, which is fine. We can fill that in free agency. David Montgomery is now our top running back. We could definitely use a better running back, but at the end of the day, I mean, when you have wide receivers like Puka and Ted McMillan, and then you have a superstar X Factor at tight end, I'm not really too concerned about the weapons. And then defense, our defense is pretty solid. So, or yeah, our defense is still the same. So I'm not worried about that. Big thing now is going to be the contract. Let me see if I can work something out with Bryce. Okay, I'm an idiot, and I forgot that I just traded those guys to get something in return for them and not to really free up any cap space because they're not taking any cap space because they're not on the team next year. Um, so I still need to trade somebody who's under contract for next year to try to free up enough space to make this contract work. So let me go do that. I decide my main mission today is to get Bryce under contract. That's all I want to do. And I definitely need to get it done before the season is over because then I can go into the off season knowing what I need and what I don't need. Um, but let me do this. I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna try to find somebody that I can trade that'll free me up enough cap space to hopefully get Bryce under contract. All right, so the only option here is going to probably be Tucker Craft, who is about a 5 million cap hit for next season. Everyone else that's a high cap hit, I kind of want to keep. So I'm gonna have to try. I mean, this guy is 3 million. I can definitely do with getting rid of him. Not really gonna hurt. So if worst case, I can get rid of him for an extra 3 million. That'll give me an extra 8 million to work with. So let me throw Tucker Craft on the trade block, and then I will see what kind of offers I can get for him. I'm definitely gonna need to bring in another tight end because I guess we only have 2 tight ends on the roster. Um, so I think I'll do that now. Let me just go sign a random free agent tight end. He doesn't really have to be good. Oops, all this is tight end. 75 overall. I mean, you're 27 years old. I will sign you because you're younger than the other guy. So I'll sign this guy. Um, you know what? I'll sign you too. We'll add 2 tight ends to the squad. Actually, no, I'll sign you after we trade Tucker Craft. I'll sign him. But all right, let me reorder our depth chart, and then I'll sim next week, and I'll see what kind of offers we get. All right, we head into our bye week at 4-2. We did just suffer a loss to the Cardinals, which is rough. But we do have trade offers, so let's take a look at our offers for Tucker Craft. Ooh, we could fill our gap at center. I mean, he's also on an expiring contract because I was looking at him when I was looking at trades, so I don't know if I want to take that. You have a pretty high cap hit. Don't really think I want you. We could fill our running back spot. Carlton Davis. I mean, at this point, the money is an issue. So I think the best move will probably be somebody who is on an expiring contract. Cortland Sutton is an interesting one, but he's 32 at this point, and 23 million cap hit is not what we need right now. So let me look. Honestly, this might be a good move. This is a young player. We do need a running back now. His cap hit is very small. That might be the one that we take. Yeah, I mean, as far as the money goes, that might be our best offer right now. A young running back. He's probably under contract for at least another couple of years. His cap hit's going to be very small. It fills a need for the off season. We won't have to fill running back. I think that's going to be the one. It's Kansas City, right? Yep. All right, we'll take this. We'll take this offer. Free up a little bit of cap room for us for next year. I'll reorder our depth chart now, and it also gives us a good running back that we probably, I would assume, have for another couple of years. Let's take a look at the lineup, and we'll see. Yeah, so he's 82 overall. Montgomery's on an expiring contract, so Montgomery will be gone at the end of the year. So after that, I mean, team is looking pretty solid. I mean, we have it's really for the future at this point. I kind of went all in last year and didn't get it, so now I'm kind of struggling with the cap at this point. But yeah, I mean, we got Puka Nakua, we got Ted McMillan, we got a nice young running back here, we got a young tight end, we got 2 young guards. Kwanu's still pretty young at the tackle spot. Rosengarten, I think, was only like 26 at this point. So young offensive line. Pretty good young receivers, young running back. I mean, our future's looking good on offense. It might just take a couple of years to get there. Defense is definitely a little older. We do have one young corner, but everyone else is kind of near the back end of their career at this point. But anyways, that's not important. Let's get to the negotiations. Don't need to think about the future now. Hopefully, that'll give us a little bit of room. Still not quite enough. So I'll have to get rid of somebody else too, unfortunately. I mean, I could just restructure deals at the end of the year because I have a lot of players now that I could restructure. But I think at this point, I might just try to trade somebody and then restructure at the very end. So I think I'll trade that that linebacker that I was talking about. I think he might be this guy here because he had like a 3 million hit for next year. He's a auto-generated rookie. He's only a 79 overall. So I think that I'll have to try to trade him because I mean realistically everybody else I want to keep. Um, and I'm gonna need to restructure deals to free up cap space anyway at the end of the season to try to re-sign Bryce. Um, so yeah, let's just advance to the bye week. We'll advance to next week, and then we'll hopefully get some good offers for him. I mean, I'm willing to take like literally nothing. So oh, that's actually not a bad deal. We did just get rid of our one of our tight ends. Um, this guy's got a pretty low cap hit. He's a right edge. We could use him for next year. Kayvon Thibodeau. I mean, he's got a pretty sizable cap hit, though. I don't know if I want him. This guy, I mean, if this guy's not on an expiring contract, that might be a good offer. That's a very low cap hit for a star player at a position that we need because I think we're losing our edge rushers in free agency. Um, but this guy, nah, I mean, I don't really care for tight end because he'd just be another backup at this point. Um, yeah, that's probably. I mean, unless I'm just gonna offload for the cap space, um, this might be a good offer. Let me look at his contract and see how much longer he's under contract for. All right, he's still under contract for another 3 years. Well, I guess another 2 years after this year. So I think I'm gonna take that trade because that's I'm pretty sure we're losing, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're losing all of our edge rushers. Yeah, right edge Nick Scorton. He's going in free agency. Probably not going to be able to keep him. So that might be what I do. I might just get that guy and let Scorton walk, and then probably have to franchise tag Derek Brown if I'm gonna keep Bryce Young. So that'll probably be the move. I think it's gonna work out for me. So let me accept that trade. I'll definitely take that. Um, or this, I mean for a 79 overall, just normal dev player, I don't know why the Titans are giving me this. I feel like I'm kind of just fleecing them. Um, unless his contract is really bad for like the next couple of years, and I didn't see that. Um, where was it? Depth chart is what I want. Go reorder our depth chart. He's probably not going to be starting right now. But let me look at that. Let me look at that guy's. Let me look at that guy's salary. I mean, we do have Micah Parsons at right edge, but that guy, even though he's a right edge, I can put him at left edge. It's not a big deal. It's like the same position essentially. I mean, yeah. Why do I have so many right edge rushers? This is crazy. Um, yeah. I mean, his contract for next year. I mean, 5 mil, so it goes up like a little bit, 5 mil, and then 6 mil. But honestly, 5 million for an edge rusher, that's not bad. I'll take that. All right. Let me see. Hopefully that worked. I just want enough to at least be able to give him an offer. Uh, if not, I'm just gonna have to wait till the off season. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait till the off season. All right, so let's just sim. All right, so our next 4 games after the bye week: a win in Seattle, loss to the Chiefs, a win against the Saints, and a loss to the Raiders. So we're kind of going like win loss right now. Hopefully we can straighten this out in the back half of the season. We're right around Thanksgiving time here, week 12. Another what 6, 7 games to close out the season. Hopefully we can pull it together. I think we're sitting at what was it, like 6-4 right now? Yeah, 6-4 right now. And as far as the division standings go, we are currently tied for the division lead with Tampa Bay, who we play this week. So this is actually a huge game for us. Let's sim this game and see how it goes. Hopefully we can catch a dub here and get to the top of the division right after Thanksgiving. Fingers crossed. All right, perfect. 17-14 W, sitting at 7-4, top of the division right now, right around Thanksgiving time. Atlanta's still hanging in there, 7-5. Tampa Bay's hanging in there at 6-5. So it's going to be another tight division race to close out this season. But let's sim the rest of the way, and hopefully we can catch some dubs and secure this division title. At least make the playoffs, a wild card, even if we don't win the division. I mean, who knows? Once you get in there, anything can happen. So let's sim the next couple of weeks, and hopefully we can win this division title. All right, another couple of weeks down. We ran the LA Gauntlet. We're 1-1 there. We lost to the Rams, win against the Chargers, and now we got our final 4 games. We got the Saints, the Falcons, the Bears, and then probably either Tampa or Yeah, probably Tampa last week of the season if I had to guess. Because we're playing the Saints and the Falcons right now. So probably Tampa to end the season. Um, Man, we really need to close this out strong. This Atlanta game is going to be huge. But I guess nothing left to do but sim through it and see what we can do. We're still 8-5, still top of the division. Atlanta did take another loss. Tampa took another loss, so we're still sitting pretty at the top of the division. So hopefully we can ride this out the rest of the season. Should be a win here against the Saints. I would hope. I mean, the Saints were what, like 4-9 it said. So hopefully we beat them. All right, perfect. 15-10. It wasn't pretty, but we got the job done. And then yeah, we do have Tampa Bay last week of the season, but these last couple of weeks are going to be huge. This game against Atlanta is going to be huge. Let's sim this and see how we do. Hopefully we can win it. Come on, let's get the animation. Oh my god, we got killed 40-14, and that probably puts us in second in the division. It does, and we're hanging on. This, oh man, this is gonna be intense. Last couple weeks of the season are gonna be intense, man. We gotta hang on. I mean, it's literally we're either gonna be the 2 seed or we're gonna miss the playoffs. So, I guess 2-7 or miss the playoffs. So, this is this is gonna be really tight to finish the season. All right, here we go. Final 2 games of the season at Chicago. Let's sim through this. We need to win at least one, I say. At least one we need to win. Let's take a look. Nice. We get the win against the Bears, and now it's all going to come down to this. The last game of the season against Tampa Bay, we're currently the 7 seed. Atlanta's the 2 seed, and it's all going to come down to this. We need to beat Tampa Bay. If we lose to Tampa Bay, we probably we still have divisions up for grabs. They haven't clinched the division yet, Atlanta. So if we win this game and Atlanta loses, we win the division and get the 2 seed. If we win this game and Atlanta wins, we stay at the 7 seed. And if we lose this game, we probably swap with Tampa Bay and we're out of the playoffs. So the whole season is going to ride on this game right here. Tampa Bay, 89 overall, everything. Going to be a close one. Let's sim to next week to the wild card. And fingers crossed, hopefully we catch the dub. Oh, man. Let's go. A close game against the Bucks, 24-17. And now we have to play our division rival, Atlanta, in the wild card round. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be a close game. Atlanta's had our number here. But Bryce, we need you to pull this one out. This could potentially, well, I don't think, not going to be your last game as a Panther. I'm going to make sure I get you re-signed. But this is for all the marbles right here, Bryce. We got to make this happen. We're into the playoffs now. It's do or die, win or go home. Hopefully we can catch this dub. All right, moment of truth. Going to next week. We're going to next week. We want to see a matchup. I already see. Win the game. Let's go. 34-27 win against the Atlanta Falcons. We secure our first wild card, our first playoff win of the rebuild, and now we're facing off against the 1 seed 13-4 Giants in the divisional round. I guess there's some drama here, but all we can do is sim and hope for the best. Let's head to next week. Fingers crossed we make a conference championship run, get the upset. Let's go! We beat the Giants 21-18. We knock off the favorites, the number 1 seed in the NFC. We beat them. We go into their home and we beat them. The Road Warriors here in the playoffs. NFC title game against the Dallas Cowboys. Oh my gosh, I'm so worried about re-signing Bryce Young, but if we win, come on now. If we win this and we go to the Super Bowl, it's over anyway. Let's head to next week. Actually, let's go to Super Bowl. Sim ahead a couple weeks. Fingers crossed. To the Super Bowl. Madden Sim loves Dallas, so I feel like this is going to be a loss. Let's see. Oh, we made the Super Bowl. Oh my goodness. We beat the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC title game. Oh my goodness. Okay. Gotta take a breather here. View the playoff bracket. We beat 20-17 win against the Cowboys. We're the 7 seed in the NFC going up against the 1 seed in the AFC, the Tennessee Titans. Well, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, were in the Super Bowl last year. I think it was Atlanta and Tennessee last year. Tennessee lost last year. They're back this year. looking for revenge. We're making our first appearance in the Super Bowl. I mean, look at this bracket, man. We went through Road Warriors. We went on the road against Atlanta. We went on the road against the Giants. We went on the road against the Cowboys, all the way to the Super Bowl. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is for all the marbles right here, man. If we win this, the series is over. The rebuild's over. If we win this game, I mean, this is the ultimate goal, win the Super Bowl. If we win here, I don't even have to worry about this. I just got to go on to the next team. But this, I mean, whew, Super Bowl, man. I cannot believe this. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's sim. Ooh, how do I even do this? Should I just sim to next week? Should I play? Should I like sim the game and watch it? I mean, I don't even know. No, I don't have the time to sit here and watch the whole game. I'm just gonna have to sim. I'm just gonna have to sim, man. All right, next week. Fingers crossed, man. We need the Super Bowl championship. If we win, this is over. And if not, we're back to the drawing board. Let's go. We won. 19-14 win over the Tennessee Titans. We did it. We actually did it. Oh my god. Dude, our Super Bowl MVP is our free safety, Trayvon Morig, our free agent re-signed from last year. Dude, I cannot believe this. This is actually insane. I was the last thing I was expecting this year was to win the Super Bowl. I mean, that all hinged on that last game of the season, man. We literally, like, I spent all this whole time stressing about the contracts, bro. I don't even need it. I don't even need it. It took us 4 seasons to win the Super Bowl. 4 seasons. I mean, I can't even believe this, man. We didn't get any major award winners. Oh, we did. I got Coach of the Year. Let's go. Oh wait, no, that's them. That's Titans. That's who we played against. I'm an idiot. Okay, so no major award winners. No major award winners for us, but we do get the big one, man. We win the Super Bowl. Our free safety is Super Bowl MVP. Does that ever happen before? And I can't think of a time when that's happened. I mean, I know linebackers won it. I think probably been a couple corners that won it. I don't know about a free safety though. It's crazy. I mean, hey, who cares? Who cares? A Super Bowl win is a Super Bowl win, man. I cannot believe that we pulled that off. I was like, dude, I thought for sure, I thought we were gonna lose to Dallas, honestly, because Dallas was just, I mean, the Madden Sim loves the Cowboys and the Ravens, and I mean the Giants. I've done a lot of Madden Sims here in Madden 26. The Giants get a lot of love in these Madden Sims, but man, I mean, I don't even know what to say right now. I honestly cannot believe that we just won. Well, dude, I mean, I'm still processing this. This is still crazy to me. I did not think. I mean, I knew we had a good team, but I thought the Madden Sim was just gonna screw us over. But I mean, I guess this is it, man. I was kind of looking forward to rebuilding this team again, but I mean, hey, we got it. The ultimate goal is completed. We won the Super Bowl. I don't need to worry about anything now. It's over, man. I'm just on to the next one. But I mean, hey, 4 seasons to win a Super Bowl with the Panthers. I mean, come on now. They got to put me. Come on, Dave Canales. You got to put me in the front office, man. Let me be your GM. We'd be winning Super Bowls in 4 years. Can't argue with the stats, man. I mean, look at it. It's right on your screen. We're Super Bowl champions when I run the team. So, I mean, come on, Dave. Give me a call. I'm looking. I will be looking for a job. No, in all seriousness, though, that is crazy, guys. I cannot believe 4 seasons, Super Bowl champions, the Titans on an absolute horror show of a run to back Super Bowl losses, halfway to setting the record, tie with the Bills, 4 straight. But I mean, I don't even know what to say, man. But I mean, I guess that's it. I guess that's the end. There's Super Bowl champions. We did it. 4 seasons. That's all it took. I thought it was going to be a lot longer than that, but I mean, hey, man, we did it. We did it. It's over now. So, I mean, I guess, I got a couple of ideas. I mean, I'm definitely gonna do another one of these rebuilds. I'm gonna just pick a different team. But I mean, let me know in the comments if you guys have any suggestions for teams you want to see me do next. If not, I mean, I'll pick one. I got a couple in mind that I was looking at. Um, but I'll probably just pick another. Maybe I'll start from the bottom, just go from worst overall team and kind of work my way up. But I mean, we did the impossible. We took the worst overall team in Madden and we turned him into a Super Bowl champion in 4 seasons. So, I mean, hey, I mean, can't really do much better than that. I mean, to take a team like Carolina and take them to a Super Bowl championship in just 4 seasons, I mean, come on now. You got to give me credit. You got to give me credit for that. That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, Bryce Young is probably gone now, but hey, you know what? You know what? We won the Super Bowl. We won the Super Bowl, baby. I'm so happy with that. I cannot believe that. 4 seasons, man. 4 seasons, and we're Super Bowl champions.